People, when they reach out to me, usually are horribly depressed, uh, suffering from PTSD, racked with anxiety, lethargic, unable to get off their couch. And I experienced all of that. And I know about wanting to hide from the world and hiding from people. I just want to explain my first year of incarceration to you. I'm arrested for murdering the man who abused me as a child. I'm facing a life in prison sentence. My molestation is splashed all over the front page of the paper every time there's an article on me. I am coming off of drug addiction. I had severed all the ligaments and tendons in my left hand. I'm held in a suicide cell for 4 weeks. Then I'm put into an isolation cell for 3 weeks because I still had a cast on. So I am just miserable. I'm having suicidal fantasies. I'm not wanting to spend the rest of my life in prison. And my coping mechanism that first year locked up became food. Off a commissary, I bought just sweets and crap. Uh, they had these potato chips, the whole shebang. And man, they were the best tasting potato chip ever. And I would just buy bags and bags and bags of those and just sit in my cell reading and eating junk food day after day after day. I couldn't work out. Um, Mentally, I couldn't work out either, even if I could physically. Eventually, the jail brought in a physical therapist that first year to work with me to get movement back in my hand. And he cleared me, I can't tell you the exact month, somewhere, let's say around the 8 month mark to start using it, begin working out. But mentally, I wasn't ready yet to begin working out. And I was put on so much weight that first year. I had such edema in my legs. The jail nurse was afraid because I had open heart surgery as a child that maybe my heart was failing. So they sent me to a cardiologist um, to get, full checkup. And the cardiologist cleared me. So there was nothing wrong with my heart. So, I'm continuing on throughout this year, just sitting in my cell, eating junk and reading. And about the 1 year mark, my attorney came for a visit. We went into the little room, and excuse me for my language, but he goes to me, "Man, you're a fat fuck. What the hell's happened to you?" And, then I've got to, backpedal and be like, "You don't know how it is in here. You don't know what I'm dealing with. You don't know what I'm facing. I'm horribly depressed, blah, 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 blah." And I still had that victim mentality going. And it was just sucking the life out of me, being a victim, being a victim, being a victim. And at some point after that first year, they take you down. Every year you're incarcerated, they take you down and do a little mini physical on you in the nurse's station. And I got arrested at 195 pounds. When they weighed me after that first year, I was 257. So I put on 62 pounds from just doing nothing and eating crap. And at some point I said, I have to take action. This just is, every joint in my body was killing me. Walking, sleeping on that little metal cot was killing me. So I'm like, all right, I got to do something here. So I attempted to do push-ups. Now, I had little scrawny arms at the time, and I'm trying to lift almost 260 pounds off the ground. I could do 2 push-ups at a clip. That was it, 2. So I would do 2, take a break, do 2, take a break, and I would do a set of 10. And I'd be like, whew, all right. And the same thing with squats. I could do 6 to 8 squats and just feel exhausted. But I kept with it. Every day I kept with it, kept with it. And by the time I left Northern State Prison 4.5 years later, I was doing 1,000 push-ups a day. So I know you just want to stay on your couch, sit in your recliner, avoid the world, pull the drapes down, not answer the phone. It's the worst thing you can do for yourself when you're depressed and suffering. You have to get up and start taking action. You have to force yourself to do that. And don't worry about when you start your journey of reclaiming your health. Don't worry about how many miles you can walk or how many sit-ups you can do or how many push-ups you can do. All you have to do is just start the process. And over the course of time, you'll see drastic improvements. And you got to start eating healthy. Like I had to cut out, I didn't cut out completely, but I started eating healthy. I still had, some comfort food, but I put in a request to the jail to bring in more protein-based products on commissary, and they did, so I'm buying tuna fish and bags of chicken and beef jerky and stuff like that. So you gotta take action for yourself. If I can do it, you can do it. Just get off that couch. That just feeds into your depression. Let's get going. Peace.